just see how these teams are going to play out, especially. They're probably not going to do it because of the stacking. And so they're probably going to fan out. They're going to decide what they're going to do. And then after that, they're going to decide on which buff they want to start with. Ezreal most likely going to be starting on his red buff side so that he can immediately start putting pressure, start with the ganks. And we saw just now in the loading page that Ezreal is running Electrocute, meaning he is able to do that high burst damage early on in the game, but maybe not so later on. But hopefully he can utilize it well. Oh boy, they've been spotting out already. The ward's been placed down, and Caspiel just looking out as Toxic has spotted all the members of Team All-Stars. As Refuge trying to look for a Q here on Carino, already taking a shuriken from Zed.
He has to be really careful there. He's laying against one of the best mid laners there from Malaysia. So, as I mentioned there, they wanted to do, they could have done a cheese if they wanted to. It seems to me that their level 1 is strong enough to actually pull this off if they go into the battle. If you have Sophie stunning up any targets and follow up by a Karma as well as a beautiful Shen Taunt if he actually levels up the Taunt. But of course, both teams want to play it safe. Of course, they're going to start over onto the right quadrant of the map.
Now it's interesting that Ezreal does want to start on blue side, which would mean that he's trying to keep at the same pace as Caspiel to ensure that he doesn't do any sneaky ganks on the top and mid side of the jungle, keeping them alive as long as possible. Toxic already taking a little bit of damage, but that's kind of normal, but he can zone off Carino as he is doing here right now. Using the minions, Carino's playing it smart so he doesn't take Qs or any mantra Qs coming from the side of Toxic.
Oh, there's another shuriken hitting right there, and it looks like the farm seems to be quite alright for the side of Toxic. He's just pushing it all the way in. But Carino should have no problems dealing with this. But Vaki and Sophie had a lot of damage put onto themselves here. But 404, he's just doing a lot of poke. Oh, looks like the
just
E
missed.
just missed.
Sad. But they've already got a ward onto the red side to ensure that Fiddlesticks doesn't do another Caspiel as he walks into his jungle, and might even just try and go for a very early cheese onto Refuge. Oh, but the fight's continuing
Kola
on.
just flashes off there, pops his heal, flops his flash. He still has his heal intact, and of course 404 was a little bit too far away from him. So with that advantage set, right now Sophie has taken off the Ignite. So they might just want to try another attempt before they can actually take down 404.
Absolutely, and you can see that Ezreal's really just abusing his wave clearing potential here. He's already 16 CS, which means he's an entire camp ahead of Fiddlesticks as he is struggling to get to his Raptor camp to take that out. But we might be able to see a gang coming up on the top side as GP is pushing pretty hard, and it's Dolan might just be setting up for a really sick gang.
Oh, nice shot there coming in from Toxic, battling against Carino, just leveraging a little bit, and he does pop up a few potions in favor, but oh, it looks like someone's looking, and oh, the first blood actually goes onto Vaki on the bot lane. Flash being popped out by 404, and there's more action in the mid lane here as they are silenced onto Toxic, but Refugee actually gets a kill onto Carino, and Caspiel is right now in trouble, and there's gonna be another kill going over to the side of Team B, and just a little bit of lag, but that doesn't matter because the double kill will now go onto Taylor's University Refugee. So well played and executed by the side of the red team.
Now, the All-Stars played pretty decently there. They tried for a good effort, but I think at this point, Team B coordinated so well. They predicted the gank mid, they got Ezreal in position, so the moment that Caspiel decided to show up, it was pretty much over before it even started. Flashes being burnt on both sides as well as the Ignite, but still a good trade overall as Ezreal is now two kills up into the fight, pushing him faster and faster to snowball this game out of control. Now, the greatest part about all of this is just how Toxic stood there and took the second life drain from Caspiel just to ensure him to stand there, or maybe just a little bit of a taunt saying you're not going to be able to kill me.
Definitely, and of course, coming from all of that, we see Aaron still exerting a lot of pressure on the top lane here. He's not backing off from this turret anytime soon, but there is pressure coming in, and Dolan is trying to get the taunt off, and Ezreal is coming from the side there, and there's nothing much he can do. There is a minion wave blocking all his skill shots coming in, so it's pointless for him to linger around. So back to the top lane, we see a lot of advantages in terms of farm going over to Aaron.
Now, I love Aaron's start here. He immediately goes for the Corrupting Potion. He knows that he wants to harass its Dolan as much as possible, so he's opted to start with the extra burn from the Corrupting Pot. It really does make a difference, even with the Doran Shield, because the Doran Shield is going to give you some regeneration every time you get hit by a champion or minion. But at this point of time, just getting hit by Parlay as the levels go up and he scales with his Q, it's not going to be enough to defend. It's not going to be enough to keep his life total higher than it should.
Oh, Aaron is chasing all the way in, and looks like Dolan is forced to back away, and he might just have to burn his summoners just to get back into lane. Look at how much minutes he's just lost over here, and there you have it. As I said, TP being channeled there by its Dolan.
She's already lost 5 minions under the tower, and that's really unfortunate. Oh boy, Carino opting to go back. Toxic dealing some pretty good damage. He's already 6. Ooh, and the ult called down on Micah, on Cola, and for 04. Sophie manages to make it out of the fight without being scathed, and luckily enough, not in lethal range.
Well, of course, Aaron was just trying his luck over at the bot lane there. A little bit of better positioning of the ult might have just helped 404 and Cola to perhaps secure kill onto Sophie, but Sophie still has a flash, so it's a little bit difficult to actually do any execution on the bot lane. Now, moving back to the mid lane here, Kirino has been pushing all the way in, and right now Refugee is being marked there by Kirino. Death Mark has been channeled as well as Shen, and there you have it. Kirino is being taken down by Toxic. 4 kills going over to Team B.
What an absolute bake. Toxic is just taunting him. The moment he threw out the shadow, it was over. He death marks Refugee, and just to ensure Refugee stays alive, it's Dolan stands united with him.
Flash coming in and taunt, and there you have it. Another kill goes over to Toxic. He is playing Karma really, really well, and all of this kill is, of course, thanks to the top laner with the flash taunt.
Such a playmaker. Instantly flashes, knows that he can get a free kill off of Caspiel, and takes the opportunity. Well done by the side of Team B. They've got a really good start here. But as I was saying, Aaron might take this away if he's left unscathed. He's losing more and more minions. He's already 18 CS. 28. Well, actually, he's 28 CS down, but that's even worse. Making it almost 3 kills ahead in gold, and he's already in lethal range. He can easily take this. If his team tells him he has no flash, he can actually flash in for this and hopefully kill him.
Well, his oranges are still down, so he does not want to take a risk to dive Dolan. There is a dash coming into Shen, so I think
that's true.
Well, as a pro player, you always want to know what you can do and cannot do to your enemy, so he does not want to take risks. So
absolutely.
It's a smart move.
I think it's a good amount of respect knowing that Aaron might get taunted in this situation, holding up his oranges just to keep himself alive. Even if he gets out of that, tower damage is going to be a super relevant thing. But maybe he didn't know that flash was up. Maybe he just didn't want to take the risk. It's all up to speculation.
Ooh, Cola there being shot out. Flash coming in from Vaki. Vaki comes in with a culling, giving him a back massage there. Of course, taking out Cola to half health. Right now, Refugee is still looking to get a poke, and there is a flash coming in from Refugee. I'm not too sure if he actually needed that flash, but Caspiel as well, he's been taken down low. Right now, they are slowly trying to reset, going back to the lanes once again. We can see top lane, there's more skirmishes coming in. Cannon Barrage being channeled down. It's Dolan is in trouble, and that's going to be 1 kill going over to Aaron.
Aaron is so far ahead here.
Fight's not over as Toxic there, taken out by Kirino with the death mark. Right now, sitting at another kill, but there is the ult coming in from Azrael. Just misses barely from the side.
Absolutely. Now, the All-Stars are making their team debut, coming back with something even harder that the top laner is doing, is really just taking this away. He's already so far ahead. I don't even think Shen can come back from this. If the moment he goes back, he should be able to afford so many items. But
bot lane there. 404 is being taken down by Sophie. Well played there by Sophie, as Becky has no mana to finish him off. And of course, Cola was exerting a lot of pressure, so it was okay for Sophie to pick up the kill.
Now this game is actually looking so interesting. 4 kills up on the side of Team B, and the All-Stars, despite being down, they're still not too far away in gold deficit. There's only just 800 gold difference, meaning even a single kill could even reduce it back to nothing. So both teams are actually quite even in just gold overall, but I think it's going to be highly favored onto the side if Aaron keeps going like this with such a huge lead over Shen.
Definitely, he's going to be the main playmaker coming into this whole fight there. So if they can find a spot where Caspiel can channel his ult perfectly, time with Aaron's ult together alongside with some barrels, you can take somebody out without doubt. And right now, Dolan is still having problems farming itself for any items at all. So Sunfire, I think it's going to have to wait for more than 15 minutes.
Absolutely, and Kleptomancy is so good on him. Look at just how much gold he's generating. He's already got a Trinity Force so early into the game, as the only person who has a full item is only Ezreal. Oh, but they're opting for a dive here. 3-man under here, and Dolan's going to be going to his grave. Oh! Deathmark pops, and that's going to be another kill for the side of the All-Stars.
Oh, 404 is in trouble once again. Sophie is going all in, and Veki channels the calling to take down 404. Sona back into the base. Toxic there on the top lane, and Toxic is still trying to survive, and Aaron kicks up another kill for himself. Will that be a double kill for Aaron? And no, it will be for Kirino.
Oh, and the parlay just takes him out of the fight. I wasn't expecting that much damage overall, but that was a really impressive play. And it just shows how strong...
Oh, no. Bot lane is not over yet. The TP comes in. Of course, it's not a TP. It's a Shen ulti onto Sophie, taking out all of this damage. And once again, another kill going over to Team B. And we've talked about how promising this whole team comp is working out. And it just goes to show that this diversity that they have and how they just communicate so well, playing for the very first time. I'm honestly impressed, and there you have it. Another one comes in, but Caspiel comes in from the side, and there you have it. Caw, and there you have it. Dolan tries to TP up, and will he make it? Oh, it's a triple kill going over to Kuala Lumpur Hunters, Caspiel.
What a beast. Comes over the wall with his ultimate, unleashing the crows onto his foes, taking 2 kills guaranteed. But Shen, trying to TP out of the situation, needed to channel it earlier as the life was strained and sucked out of him. Sadly enough, he didn't make it out of that, but Caspiel is back in this.
Well, I was having doubts on how Fiddlesticks would work into the meta once again, because most of the time when people see a Fiddlesticks, they tend to run away.
Absolutely. I have to agree. I was getting a little skeptical because Caspiel was pretty far behind until that just happened.
Yes, and of course, usually how you want to deal with a Fiddlesticks is the moment his ult was released, you want to burst him down before he bought the Zhonya's. But of course, looking at the situation over at the bot lane, they dove too deep, and there's just no way out for them anyway. So having no mana, no health, they just have to give way for Caspiel to pick up the kill.
Absolutely. Now Veki's getting really fed here. He's already got Blade of the Ruined King. He doesn't decide to go for the Essence Reaver. So he's probably not going to build crit, but that just means that he's going to go for that early mid-game damage. So they want to end this fast, as Ezreal is ramping up pretty quickly. He's got the Poacher's Dirk, hopefully to look for some camps to steal, to build into Serrated Dirk, which eventually will get him into Dakatar.
Yes, it's a little bit hard to pronounce, but we're looking at Shen once again. He's not doing much in his own lane, but he's trying to make up for all this lost goal over there by contributing to the team into all these team fights. And I think his calls has been pretty well thought out on how he wants to dive onto the bot lane as well as the top lane. But of course, 2 shots should take this tower down. Oh, looks like we need probably another tickle there before he goes down.
Absolutely. Now, Stan United is almost coming off cooldown. It's about 20 seconds away, but if they could make a play right now, Aaron has his ult ready to initiate fights and really just start peeling for the rest of his team. He doesn't have to, but it's really useful, especially since he doesn't have something as useful as Shen ult that gives shields. But the damage and AoE is so significant since he is so fed and so far ahead in farm. Just look at his farm, 145, highest farm in the game overall.
Yes, and you just look at Veki. This is the reason why he is the best ADC in Malaysia compared to Cola. the CS difference, that's about 4K in his back. So they really have to ramp it up a notch from the side of the All-Stars.
Absolutely. Now, we can see Ezreal taking his camps 3 big camps away from getting his serrated Dirk. So, he's just going to...
Oh, no, there you have it. Right now, they are being caught out and out for a rampage. And there you have it. Caspiel, flashes away from Sophie's ult. And right now, they are chasing onto Toxic. I'm not too sure if they really, really want to fight this 2v3. And there you have Shen channeling his ult over to catch out onto Aaron. And there you have him taunting onto Dolan, but no one is falling just about yet, and there will be Cola pick up a kill onto the Shen. Aaron gets another kill on return, and it's going to be a killing spree. Caspiel actually managed to kill him off before he goes down. Aaron is still alive. Veki might just want to hunt for a kill right here. There is 2 really juicy targets for him. Toxic as well. He wants to go for a kill, but there is the speed boost coming in from the Sona as well. So they have to go back, regenerate, and look for another fight.
What an absolute amazing fight from both sides. They are playing at a really high level at this point of time. They respect each other so much. And Veki just trying to keep away from Sona's ultimate to not get stunned, because the moment he gets stunned, it was over. Manages to dodge out of it, and then the respect came when it was the 2v2. GP immediately drops a barrel into the brush to hide it from the rest of the enemies. So with that in mind, they decide to back off there. Moving forward would have been a death sentence for either Toxic and Veki.
I do agree there, and it's just 16 minutes to the game, and we already have 23 kills. I'm not too sure what's the number going to be like at the end of the game.
I agree, but this Dragon fight's going to be interesting, as both teams really need that Mountain Drake to cut down towers fast and to take bigger objectives like Baron.
Definitely, and it seems like both teams have yet to really secure much vision onto the Mountain Drake pit there. But right now, 404 is slowly trying to clear of all of these wards left onto the side of Team B. So they could actually pull off a cheesy one right here, because they have Fiddlesticks. They could always set up a fake Dragon Call and then just go right ahead. And okay, there is Veki there with the Death Mark channel onto him, but it's not enough to take him down. Right now, Dolan comes in from the back, trying to look for Kirino, and it is not enough. 404 providing the heal, and he stays alive.
Oh my goodness, Veki survives with just a tick of health, but Sophie's coming back in for a fight. And it's Dolan taking another kill for the side of Team B, making this an easy, clean sweep onto 404. Now, this is really getting out of hand here, as kills are just coming left, right, and center. The big players of the game, GP and Zed, are making their mark here. Aaron is just going nuts. He is just hammering that top lane.
It's just an absolute slugfest coming into this game here. And this mid lane here is going to stay pretty healthy. I'm not too sure if they really want to actually get the Rift Herald. It's still up for grabs for anybody. But Aaron here just trying his luck, trying to go on to Veki. Flash! And there you have it. Shut down. And the goal goes over to Ozora Veki once again.
Oh, the misplay there. Unfortunately, Aaron gets caught up, breaking his deathless streak, now with 1 death stained.
Oh, wait for it, Sophie.
Record.
Oh, there you have it. He's just canceling.
Oh boy, here comes the big ult. Just catches it. Sophie's in position, but Veki might actually capitalize on this. Stand United comes down as Refuge is making his mark, trying to get the damage, and Sophie makes it out. Mykola is running out of time as he's being chased by 3 members of the Team B. Kirino.
Beautiful reaction coming in from the side of the Team B right here. And with all these members being taken down, really down to low health, there is the option for either the Rift Herald or the Mountain Drake here. But of course, Mountain Drake is way easier to access at this point. So this should be a free one going in for the side of Team B. So with this going over, there will be a lot of ease for them to actually take down objectives.
Absolutely, and this game really, as you said, is a slugfest. Both teams showing that this is actually a bigger challenge than they've tried. And maybe the All-Stars, with all their really strange picks, might have shot themselves in the foot a little here, and it's becoming a little difficult for them to really just clean up this game.
Definitely, but they still have a certain map control over this game here. Just look at how the minion waves have been pushed out throughout all of the lanes, and there is a huge wave stacked up there for Kirino to actually get up all of his items there. He's already have the dust plate in the back. So I'm thinking that if he wants to really chase to hunt for someone, he might pick up a U-Boost or something else as well. So he just have to get all these items up before he goes on to his killing streak.
Now, GP already 2 items up, and he's slowly building towards the next item. I think he's trying to build Edge of Night here, and with that, he's going to be able to negate some skill damage from a particularly big skill. Hopefully, he doesn't get engaged on. He can actually walk up front and not be too afraid of Sophie being able to engage onto him, throwing out her lance. So, they got to be really careful here, as any picks could spell catastrophe if they get caught out. For an example, like how Aaron got caught out just now. If it was a 5v5, it would have been a bad situation for the All-Stars, but Team B could easily win this. It's even on both sides.
Definitely, and Vaki is pulling a lot of weight on his side. 6 kills to 1 death here, and he's got really good items on his back as well. He can just go one-on-one ahead with anyone. Even Kirino tried to take him down on the bot lane on the 1v1, but he did not manage to take him down just yet. So I'm hoping to see another one-on-one going on between Kirino and him.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think the All-Stars are trying to go for Baron. They're trying to get mid-priority, and I can see a lot of pings just coming down. They want to get that
channeling the ult, and there you have it. And there is the Zanya's being popped up there. Shutdown goes on to Vaki, and Aaron gets another kill, and that's going to be a double, and they will be rushing into the mid lane here. Probably get another tower as well, but instead they are backing away. They are pinging onto the Baron pit. Are they really going to go up for this? There is no jungle left around this pit here, but actually Refugee is slowly making his way over, and right now Caspiel can actually take this one because of the amount of heal that's channeled with the W. It can just tank up all this damage coming from the Nasher, and right now Kirino actually manages to get a kill onto Refugee with only less than 100 health left. What a play that was.
Yes, what a play. And they're going to take this. Oh, can they finish this though? 404 lost his life against Baron here. Aaron needs to finish it up. He needs to take it out. Caspiel is down. Veki is on his way there.
Aaron wasn't. And there's a steal coming in from the Gen, coming in from the side. It's stolen. It's making all the plays for the side of Team B. And right now, they are coming right back at them with a 17 score on each side.
And mistakes have been made as they are coming back with Team B with Baron here. They are going to make their mark and cut down the tier 2 mid tower uncontested with Baron buff. And this may spell doom for the All-Stars. My goodness, what a steal.
That was a really, really big flop there coming in from the All-Star team, but they are going for more kills. It's stolen, it's carrying all the way to the team, and right now, Caspiel is being stunned up. Right now, Sophie gets another kill as the support. The support is doing a lot for the team. Cola is trying to shred down the support right now. APU Sophie flashes out. Cola is still on the chase, trying to look for either Sophie or Vaki, but it is way too far. Vaki comes in, tries to return the favor, and there you have it. A respect flash coming in from Cola as well.
Absolutely. This team is playing so well. They're playing so well because they could easily try and turn that 2v4 fight, but they didn't want to risk losing any more members onto the side of Team B, as they do have a lead. And this is amazing because this really shows potential for international play. Having respect for your opponent and knowing how far you could go is definitely, and showing restraint especially, is an important skill, because getting too overconfident leads to diving too deep, going and just giving free kills for no absolute reason. So, very well done by the side of Team B, keeping their lead and gathering the storm for another big fight.
Well, I think that if the All-Stars team react quicker to actually get everyone aligned onto the Baron pit, they might have just finished it off in time. So I'm not too sure, but of course that was the riskiest play I've seen from them so far. And if they keep doing this, I'm thinking that Veki and his teammates could definitely take this one.
Definitely, and I think it was a little greedy of Kirino to go in on, well, they definitely,
no. Beautiful catch onto 404, and 404 will bite the dust. It's stolen with another kill on the top lane. 9 assists, he's been doing so much for the team.
I mean, definitely, it's, oh, He's getting 4-4 is getting consistently caught out every single time, and the ult comes down from GB just to hopefully wait. But it's gonna be over. Cola is taking just too much damage here. Oh boy, the fight continues.
Oh, Kirino just CC to the maximum potential, and there's just no way for him to even burst down any of these members from Team B. Right now, double kill goes onto Veki. Will he go in for more? And it looks like Aaron just wants to take him down as well. Just telling him that you're not going to dive this tower, but instead they are rushing into the base. 5 men onto the Nexus tower. Will they actually manage to get this? And there you have Sophie locking onto Aaron. Aaron still has the W to clear it off. And there you have 1 tower down. But Caspiel comes in from behind. And right now there is only Dolan and Sophie being taken out. Veki is the last one to fall. And will they actually manage to get this? It's only 4-4. Oh, it's a beautiful kill. It's a triple coming in from Ozora Veki.
It's Veki as his boy keeps him alive for so long despite having Ignite on him and Kirino just trying to clear the wave as much as possible. What a crazy fight. Caspiel turning it around with his ultimate there. Woo, boy.
Where did he come from? I have no clue that he came in from all the way from the back and just channeled this perfect ultimate, but he does not have the right items yet in his back. He is trying to finish off the Zanyas, and he's been buying all sorts of other items as well. And if he had the Zanyas that time, I think that he definitely would have taken the whole clean sweep for himself.
Absolutely. I have to agree with you there. That was so crazy. I thought the fight was over at that point in time, but my God. All-Stars, really, some of these players are just mean.
I'm pretty sure they're missing Vaki already on their side. Just look at how he was juggling all over the fight just now and manages to catch a triple for himself.
He was just dancing.
Yes, definitely. And right now they have to go for more dances as they converge onto the top lane here. Right now, Redemption is being popped up, but being wasted to nothing, as well as Aaron's ultimate not being able to catch onto any members of Team B.
Look at the stillness.
Right now.
The stillness. Caspiel might actually be going for this. He's not going to channel his ult yet, but he throws
there you
it
have
out.
it. The silence bounces around the side of Team B, but he does not want to commit. He knows that if he goes right in, Leona can still shut him down. It shouldn't be a problem at all because the Zanyas is still not up yet. But within 2 minutes, there is Baron being spawned up. They are just keeping up with the pressure, doing a little bit of poke coming in. Aaron is being chunked down by Veki. Solar Flare being popped up. And Toxic actually gets a kill. Right now, they're going all in ham. And right now, the calling is coming out. And all these ults have been popped up from the side of Team B. I'm losing it already.
I'm losing it. Just seeing Veki's damage is crazy. He just got the vulnerable up, pressed the attack, and immediately just died to Toxic's Q. Wow. That was some crazy damage.
They're going all in onto Cola, giving a shield onto...
Oh no, this might have been
Kirino goes ham onto Veki, and Veki is being taken out. And there you have it. The moment you dive into their base, the All-Stars will bite back. Right, there is only 1 minute to Baron Nashor, and that's only left Refugee on the top lane. But look at Dolan. He is safely pushing the waves on the bot lane. He wants to slowly secure all these map advantages. And both Nemesis, Zed versus Shen, who's going to take this one if they go head-to-head.
My goodness, that was such a misplay by Veki there. Dashing in, getting too overconfident and kill 2 members of the side of the All-Stars. But Kirino on Zed, that damage was a little too much for him to handle. Even with the Stand United from Dolan, it just wasn't enough.
Well, of course, there is a lot of advantage for you if you want to go for an aggressive play, but it was way too close to the side of the All-Stars base. It's very easy for them to just bounce back off.
Absolutely. I think they should have played that a little bit slower. Keep track of where everybody is, especially Caspiel, who seemingly continuously making these plays and saving his team ever so slightly, just at the right moments as they are clumped up, and Team B just get wiped after that.
I think the next few fights going to be really different coming in because we have Zanyas on Fiddlesticks already, and of course Karma has her own Zanyas as well if they want to try to catch onto her. And just look at all these activatable items on the Leona's back. I think she's going to play crucial in all these team fights.
Yeah, she definitely is. She's already been catching people left, right, and center with her ultimate. She's just being, getting called out. Oh, is he going to make it? Oh, that damage. My goodness, they've
TP
all been
coming in.
chunked out.
Oh, looks like Dolan actually canceled the TP all the way from bot lane here. So they know that the TP is not up. So with that said, they are sending 3 members down to stop him. And if he chooses to stay, they might just take down the Shen with them. But investing so much, they are looking onto getting Baron onto the top lane.
Absolutely. They're sending Zed down, but can he take out Dolan? Dolan is just way too tanky for him. And Garena is just trying to figure out a way how long he can throw his Qs to make sure he dies. Oh, but the rest of the team is making it for the fight. Sophie whips her Q. Doesn't manage to get anybody. Venki so close to dying already. Manages to stay alive. Oh, Caspiel's ult is
going
off.
for a risky play here. Oh, a lot of damage coming in from the Mantra Q. Mantra Q hits onto them, slows the rest of the All-Stars team. But Refugee is not in the right position to engage. Caspiel with the very risky ult, not having enough vision to even know that the enemies are already way behind. So
absolutely, and I think this might be the time for the side of Team B to take the fight now, as they know Caspiel doesn't have his ult. He's got another 40 seconds until it comes back up. They've got to do it now. If they don't, they're going to lose so much to this. And the flash comes in.
And Aaron is being taken out by Veki. Veki is looking for more. Veki is hunting onto 404 as well as Kola, not being able to take out any of them so far. But Caspiel just trying to poke from the side, not too sure what he wants to do with the hack that portal belt onto a wall. And this is going to mean an inhibitor going over to Team B.
I think they can take a little bit more here. Shen still has his ultimate ready up, and Veki has to play this smart. He's taken an inhibitor. I think they should head back here before they go. Oh, but they want to go all
comes
in here.
And they're looking onto, catching onto Kirino, but Kirino tries to back away. Redemption being popped there. Flash coming in from Dolan, and he takes down Caspiel. Caspiel is being sent off. Black and white screen. Right now, 5 members are still up. I think they can even take this tower if they want to, with the tanks coming in. But they are looking for kills instead. They don't want the base. They want the fame. They want to show the All-Star team that we can make it in the tournament. And right now, we see Aaron channeling the ult, not giving any leeway for them to back away. They are still looking for some kills, but looking at how it's going to go, Kirino is all the way from the back. They might just want to.
While the entire team was fighting, Kirino decides to take out the minion wave, so they couldn't even finish the game because they had no minions. But at this point in time, it's just delaying the inevitable, as Team B will be taking the Baron uncontested for now, as they're coming in. All Caspiel is not there to fight. It's a 4v5. 2 members are low. Do they want to take this, though? Aaron is still pretty healthy.
Oh, Dolan tries to gets a catch, and the
calling
goes on. And there you have 404 being caught out, and the next one to fall is going to be the ADC. And right now, Kirino snipes Toxic from the back. APU alongside with NTTU and Veki, they are rushing into the mid lane. And this may just be game for the side of Team B here, with only 3 members to defend. Will they actually make it this time? They have a super minion to bring in, and from the back, Caspiel might just pull off something from the back.
I don't know. It's their last defense. It's a 4v3 here. They got to try their best efforts, but he's channeling it. It's Caspiel. He's coming in as hard as he can. Ew, the Zhonya's keeps him alive, taking out 2 members already as they are running away. Veki's trying his best to keep them at bay. Kiting as well. GA's been popped. Refuge has no mana to do anything. And now that's going to be another kill for the side of the All-Stars. Caspiel saving their team. This is the 3rd time. He just keeps doing it. He just keeps doing it. And now they're going to go for a Baron.
I think they're just way too excited. It's just going on to this kill fest time and time again. And Refugee does have a lot of vision onto the All-Stars team. He has his smite. He has the ult. And is he going to go for it? Oh, too bad. Kirino has taken it out. And this is going to be an easy Baron going over to the side of the All-Stars Malaysian team.
This is such a slugfest. It's already been 59 kills in 33 minutes. This game has not given us any hope whatsoever. Both teams, both neck and neck. Just a slight difference in gold. Not making too big of a difference, but everybody is scaling up really, really well. Now, at this point of time, we know that Refuge is slowly scaling off. He's got damage, but he doesn't have as much damage as Veki, who is pretty much at full build, no GA right now. And everybody else is slowly picking up their items. The more important people who are picking up their items is Sona, And also Severe, who's really scaled really nicely in here. She's got her third items. She has damage, but she's still too squishy to really make a difference.
Definitely. And from what I see from the previous fight, if you manage to take out the rest of his back front line, you can actually get onto Vaki easily, because I think Vaki's going to play a little bit more defensively this time around as compared to how he's been playing throughout this whole game so far. He's been rushing in and trying to get to the kill for himself. So this is another free objective going over to the side of Team B. And with this being said, this gives a lot of movement speed to Vaki as well as Refugee. Oh, Solar Flag comes in. Not really catching on to any of the members here, but right now, All-Stars team, they are looking to push onto the mid lane. They still have the Baron buff, but there is no minions at all. They've been playing turret defense for some time, and Aaron has picked up the GA here. So is there any way that they can actually kill him? But on the top lane, Kirino goes one-on-one against Toxic, but Toxic comes up on top. Caspiel coming in for the revenge, and the ult is being channeled. Oh, Zanya's in the perfect timing, and there is no hope for him as Caspiel gets a kill. But in return, another Zanya's. This is just dragging over and over again. Sophie taking it away from Vaki. But right now, with the Baron buff, they are rushing into the mid lane here. Is it going to be the last straw coming in? And right now,
oh my goodness, the stopwatch. He's able to make it out with the
stopwatch.
He does it! The fight continues. Oh my goodness, Vecchi's
Refugee actually turns this around, and this game is not over yet. Aaron right now popping the GA. Another kill goes over to Vecchi. I think at this point, kills don't matter anymore.
No, they don't. People, they need a clean ace. That's what they need. Kirino's already going to get his butt back up here. Vecchi is absolutely out of mana to do anything else for his team. This is going to be a long game. My guess is going to be another 15 minutes, another 10 minutes maybe, for someone to get a clean victory. But the macro overall is playing really well. It was surprising enough that Kirino was able to take out Dolan overall, which was surprising, because Toxic was in the right position to actually support Dolan, and even with Dolan's support, he still took him out. So Kirino has so much damage with the Black Cleaver and full lethality items on top of having the Last Whisper.
And that's just a chunk of damage coming in from all these members from the All-Stars. And they are relying a lot on Vecchi. They have to keep him alive for all these fights. And they are looking to catch onto Caspian. Will they actually make it this time around? And right now, this dash coming in. Solar Flabé popped up. Nice ult coming in from Sona. And there is the ult from the Gangplank as well. Sophie is being taken down low. But from the side, Refugee is chasing onto Cola. And they will be taken out eventually, but the chase is not over. Kirino gets a kill onto Dolan. And will this be game over for the side of Team B? They have fought so hard, and it's going to be Vecchi left versus all of these members. And there you have.
Oh, Kenny, dude, he's
still alive, and there is redemption. He is still fighting on, and there is no way out. The fear comes out.
The silence breaking the rotation of spells. Vecchi was doing an amazing job kiting him out, but now it's going to be a small base
look
race.
At the TP coming in. Refuge is going to fight one-on-one with Kirino, but there is just no escape from Azad this time. Oh, he's still trying to hang on. And it's an ace to the face. It's still going to be your base race. And Aaron might just seal this game for the All-Stars, making it a 2-0 sweep. But there is only the Leona left. What is the Leona going to do when it comes out of the base? There is just no more fight coming in. And it's going to be game over for the side of... Oh, it's not over yet. Oh, there you have it. I can now confirm.
And
Garena All-Stars.
It is now over. Garena All-Stars